I think about times when I've finished telling somebody something and they've said, "You have too much time on your hands." And I think, well, no. This is just while I'm moving that I'm thinking these things. I can't stop. I got things to do. I'm not sitting around trying to make things up. And I think, too much time on your hands. And I've thought about that. It's crossed my mind walking away from these people. How too much time on your hands. And, you know, can you think too much? I've gone through this over and over. Can you think too much? You think too much. Can you think too much? And I suppose sometimes you can. I mean, you think about what's going on right now. Everybody's got their things going on. And if everything goes the way that I just expected it to, I told you, there may be coming a time when it seems like we have to get out of here. And I think about it, and it's like, okay, what kind of plan is there? You always have to imagine what's coming. It has saved my life again and again. Just imagine a situation. Here they come, here they come, here they come. And you know what? It's going to happen. And so you're ready for it. You flow, you roll with it. And you think, if it happens, if it reaches this point, I think I'm going to be somewhere else where I normally am and stop at a liquor store that I normally go to. Hey, ha, yeah! You know, they're like, oh, hey, it's that guy, dumb Polak. They're like, wow. And you go, okay, put it all in the trunk. And you get them out there. They don't know what's going on. And they're taking all the empty 30 packs out of your trunk, empty cans out of your trunk, because in the beginning you thought you could return them, and you got to the store and found out they were shut down. It's like, what am I supposed to do with a week's worth of beer cans? And so they're still in the trunk. Have them take them out, leave them in the parking lot, even though they don't take bottle returns, and fill the damn trunk full of beer. And so now you're ready for a ride. And then you take their money. And they're sitting there, they're laughing. They think this is some kind of joke. They keep looking at the video. You know, where's the camera? Where's the camera? You're the only one that's got the camera. It's up there. That's the one you need to be watching. Too late. And you drive down the road, and then they think, he's coming back. He's coming back, right? And after about 35 minutes, they're like, he's not coming back. And they call the police and say, this guy just robbed us. And then you go down to the one road and you turn right. And it's already been 35, 40 minutes to get where you're going to the next liquor store. And you hit another liquor store where they know you. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. And you just take their money and their cigarettes. You know, you don't want to take all the cigarettes from the first place. You got to leave cigarettes for the angry alcoholics that are pissed because they didn't get their Paps today. And at the next one, you know, well, it's getting harder and harder to find Paps, but at least they can get their cigarettes. And maybe you should take the cigarettes from the first place, because they've always got Pabst. The second place, you never know. So take the cigarettes from the second place and their money. And then you go, and you go, this is real. And you take off, going south. And there they are, they're like, oh, wow. And they call in. this guy just robbed us. And so just give them an idea, something's going on. So what the police are thinking is that you're going to hit the next liquor store. There aren't many just liquor stores, you know. A lot of them are being built, a lot of them are closed. These are hard times we're living in, but you just never hit another liquor store again because you got the money you need. And you cruise over into a southern state, say you're in Ohio, say hit Ohio somewhere, and well, you know, just hang out with your uncle for a few days. How you doing? It's great. I'm glad. I just, you know, I know things are hard, and whether we all get it or not, I wanted to see you one last time. I'm heading back tomorrow and just stay for a few days. And he doesn't think anything of it. It's only 2 liquor stores. It's not a nationwide news, so you already got that covered. You got some stealth. And then you hit the road again. You go down into Tennessee somewhere, find a gulch, lay in there for about 3 or 4 days, drinking the beer out of the trunk, and smoking cigarettes, trying to lure Bigfoot in, and eating the animals. Yes, eat the animals. And then with their offal, after about 3 or 4 days, you can rub it on you, and nobody will want to be anywhere near you. They can't even point you out because they couldn't even see with the stink that was coming off you. And you drive down, and you get down somewhere like in somewhere maybe like Little Rock, and you find some place, and break into the house, tie the people up, sit there for a few days, drinking their beer, and don't feed them, don't feed the cats. They're tied up, and it's time to go after about 3 or 4 days, and you leave. It's a bad tenement that you got to go to, so the neighbors don't complain about the stench. But you've already put the stench of dead animals on them from the first day you were in there, and they just figured it was their cooking. And so then you leave there in their car, and well, you gotta keep, no, you pick somebody up near the border of Mexico. That's what you would do. I haven't put a lot of thought into this, it just crossed my mind. And you get somebody and strap something on them at a rest area, and you get out, steal another car to get close to the border while they're driving up, and you got them on a damn cell phone telling them, I'm up here in the mountains and I'm watching. If you do not drive through that gate, I'm gonna blow you up. Something like that. You know, scare the hell out of the guy so he's believable. You're not gonna blow him up. There aren't any explosives in there at all. And so then as he's going through there, and he tells the cops, I'm strapped up, I'm strapped up. Everybody comes around the gate to Mexico, and you're actually right over there sitting in line, and you've gone over to take a piss behind the deadwood brush, and as soon as everything goes crazy over there, you just climb the fence and you're in Mexico. You're okay. Everything's okay in Mexico. They don't want us in there because we spread disease. They might actually want to pay to build that wall now just to keep us out. Huh, that would be funny. That's a campaign promise. So, the thing I'm thinking about with all this is I found a way to get out of here. You know, a couple liquor stores is not bad, but you don't know what's going to happen in the interim. You gotta, that's the contingency points. You need to be ready for something else to happen, contingency plan. And so you may just as well just make that trip once it's started. So now you've thought about what you're gonna do. Can you think too much? Is this thing rattling around in your brain, coming up with a plan of what you're gonna do? Actually just building a circuit and it's open, and now even if things don't go the way you had in your mind, like something's gonna be awful, I gotta come up with a terrible plan. Now that you've come up with that plan, at the first hint of things becoming what they're becoming, even if it's wrong, a false positive, that circuit closes and you head on down that path. You're already freaked out, you're irritable, you're ready for something to happen, and you do it. And so that, I suppose sometimes you can think too much. They call that overthinking. There is such a thing.